satellite companies. Here we provide how satellite remote sensing can help the farmers and agribusiness. So I have slides to present. So I'll be starting. So before starting, I would like to introduce what is remote sensing. The remote sensing is a science of acquiring the information of Earth's surface without actually being in contact with it. So here we'll be sensing the information and we'll be storing it, and I will be processing and analyzing it. It will apply for different applications. It can be agriculture, it can be crop insurance, it can be agri lending, it can be agri output or agri input companies. And there are a few satellites launched by European Space Agency and NASA and ISRO. So Landsat 8 and MODIS and SMAP. These are satellites launched by NASA, and Sentinel 1, 2, 3 and SMOS. These are launched by European Space Agency. These are open source satellites. This means openly available in the market, so anyone can download and they can process the data sets. And Cartosat 1, 2 and 3. These are launched by ISRO. And these satellites work in passive and active. These are sensors. The sensors, either they rely on different source of energy for this getting the information of Earth's surface. So here the sun acts as an energy, which light comes on the Earth's surface, it hits, and the reflected energy will be captured by the sensors of the satellite. Whereas active sensor, it has its own source of energy, and it reflects, again the reflected energy will be taken. For example, a camera without flash, we can see it is as a active, and with flash it acts as passive. And this satellite has different resolutions. There are spatial, temporal, radiometric and spectral resolution. First, I'll talk about spatial resolution. It's the minimum ground area imaged for an instantaneous field of view. This instantaneous field of view is nothing but wherever the green color is indicates. Satellite keep on passing like this. So it has some field of view where it will be capturing images. Images means this is from here to here. This is the field of view of a satellite, and this is the image. And the lower the number of numbers, the higher the accuracy of the data. Here the 1 meter resolution means every 1 meter of the ground area we are capturing information. Whereas in 10 meter, the resolution is not that good because the only 10 meter by 10 meter we're taking. But in 30 meter, only we can see the pixels. To 50 meters, only we have higher pixels. Similarly, how if you take a camera picture, when you keep on zooming it, you will see pixels breaking. Higher the number of pixels, the more clarity is images. And if you come to apply for agriculture, this is some red color indicates the farm boundary here. At least, if you want to estimate the information at a farm level, the farm boundary should be at least 3 times the number of resolution of the satellite image. 250 meters is the resolution. That means it should be around 750 meters of farm boundary should be there. If you apply for 10 meters, 30 meters should be the size of the farm boundary. Coming to radiometric resolution, it is the number of bits the data is being stored. And the higher the number of the bits, the more accuracy of the radiometric data. And clarity will be more. Whereas 4-bit clarity is very less, 2-bit clarity is very less. And temporal resolution is nothing but the repeativity of the satellite data to acquire the same exact location of the farm or object. For example, the satellite has taken an image of this data, image of this area on this date, and after 5 days again is coming back to take an image of this same area. That means 5 days is the temporal resolution of the satellite data. And the satellites work in electromagnetic spectrum, because this every object on Earth reflects different energy, different wavelengths. For example, we see this gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet. There's a different kind of wavelengths. Anyone can see that. In visible range, the satellite work in visible to microwave, this range. The visual range has less wavelengths and microwave has higher wavelengths. Here we can see the humans can see this information. This is the visible range. There's 0.4 to 0.7 micrometers is the visible range. In this, we can see different kind of satellites which has different sensors. Panachromatic image, the Cartosats, which we see a DEM and all. This is considered for only black and images will get it, but there will be 2 images in that, and color bands which take the information in red, green, and blue. Multispectral, it operates in 10 to 15 bands. Superspectral again is more than 10 to 15 bands. Every band has different frequency of data. It each has different information of the object. It can be processed for to apply for different applications. There are 2 major satellite sensors, one is optical and microwave. But I already discussed, optical satellite, it has less wavelengths, hence it cannot penetrate to the cloud cover. And most part of in June, July, August, September is the monsoon season in India. Most part of India will be covered with clouds. That time the optical satellite cannot penetrate the clouds. Hence, we see only cloud cover surface. Whereas this microwave, they can, hence they have a higher wavelengths. They can penetrate to the cloud cover, and we see clear Earth features like canopy. We can see the like vegetation. We can see soil surface. We can see, and moisture containers. We can see that when you can process that. This is one example I'm showcasing. This is taken on Bay of Bengal during Fani cyclone. In this using optical satellite data, we can see only cloud cover, but in a microwave satellite, hence it just clear Earth features can be visible. This is the Bay of Bengal, and this is the eye of the cyclone. And this using satellite data, we can provide from information at a farm level to a country level. Village level, we can estimate taluka, sub districts, and state boundaries. So these are different applications. Here we can showing a soil moisture of the different scale. Coming to how this satellite data can be useful for the farmers. Whereas in India, most of the farmers are using intensive farming, but we are thinking to bring extensive farming techniques so that you can help the farmers to minimize the agri input cost. They can increase the crop productivity, and also they can monitor the farms by sitting at the comfort of their home. So to get this information under farm boundary, we have to know exactly which farm boundary we have to provide the data. So hence we have to geotag or digitize the farm boundary. There are two ways it can be done. We have to either walk around the entire farm boundary so that it can be geotagged, or we can draw coordinates. If you know the coordinates, we can 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 coordinates we can be taken. So geotag a farm boundary. Once the farm boundary is geotagged, so we can provide soil health management. At a grassroots level, the farmers do not have this technologies or this kind of services so that they can estimate what is the soil nutrients of the farm. They have to collect the samples, and they have to go to the testing center to get it done. Again, they have to wait for a few days to get the sample reports. Whereas using satellite data, we can provide within 5 seconds this information at a farmer's fingerprints. Here I'm showcasing nitrogen content in the soil in the farm. So this part of the farm has less nitrogen content, and this part of the farm has less phosphorus, and here this has less potassium. So here every pixel is 10 meter by 10 meter. That means spatial resolution is 10 meter by 10 meter. Every 1 gunta we are telling, okay, this is the content nutrients of nitrogen, phosphorus, or potassium. And also in soil organic carbon we are providing with this part of the farm having less soil organic carbon, and it has to be improved, and this has less pH. This kind of information will be helpful for the farmer to increase the crop yield and crop productivity. I have seen one case in southern part of Maharashtra where a farmer has tried on 3 to 4 years. He tried to improve the pH of the soil and water also. Due to that, he has increased the 4 times of his crop productivity. Here we grow sugarcane in that area, and average crop yield is around 30 tons per acre, but he has grown around 130 tons. So this kind of information, exactly which area has to be focused, so we provide using satellite data. And these are the few samples we have provided to the few clients, where this is the nitrogen of the farm, and this is the potassium of the farm. So what is the content and how much is the standard oil? So he has to see how much has to be added to the grow the particular crop. And these are the few use cases where we have talked to some other few areas in Bijnor area, where farmers are keep on adding nitrogen content, but only requirement is 150 kg per hectare, but they're adding 375. In phosphorus, whereas they're adding 117 kgs of per hectare, but only requirement is 92 kgs. Potassium. So here they're adding too much, but here the deficient of potassium. That means one nutrient is deficient. Definitely you're not going to get the expected yield of a sugarcane. Again, in the potato farmer in Punjab, where is keep on adding nitrogen again, but deficient of phosphorus and potassium. And this is one soil nutrients. Coming to crop water management, for farmers who have more than 5 acres or 10 acres, they cannot see entire area which part is being soil moisture is good, which part is soil moisture is right. Say they cannot, they lack this information. Either they have to walk each gunta wise, that they want to see which part is dry, which part is wet. For them, we can provide using satellite data which part is dry, which part is wet. And this is 9 acres of land. So this part of the farm has good soil moisture. with no need to irrigate in that area. But whereas this part of the farm needs irrigation. This comes with dryness to wetness. This red color or yellow color indicates this part has needs water. This blue color or green color, no need of watering this area. So this kind of analysis help the farmers, if they have summer season, they have less resources like water, so they can irrigate where exactly requirement is there. And this is one use cases that many people are nowadays taking this drip irrigation, but few parts of the farm it work and few parts it won't work. So this entire farm has drip irrigation, but so this part of has a lot of water. This has a lot of water. This is saturated area, but this part of the farm it needs irrigation, and water is not reaching this area, and it keep on drying up. So crops in that area will be water stressed. This is the we have provided on 8th of January and 20th of January. Again, this part of the land has less water because he has not irrigated, because it was not performing well in this part of the farm. But in this part, it is soil moisture is good, which is provided on 20th of January. And 1st of February, again we saw this satellite data, the soil moisture. Again, this part of the farm, it keep on water is deployed in this part. So here also it's there, here also it is not watering, is not done, here also it's not there. So we can see which part is performing, which part is not performing based on the satellite data. And this information comes with a legend. Each color indicates what is the amount of soil moisture available in that area. Whenever you see yellow color or red color, that part of the farm needs irrigation. And how much to irrigate, farmers also need this kind of information, because what are the crops they are growing, each stage that requires different amount of water, and also the evapotranspiration with like soil evaporation and transpiration from the plants, and also the weather forecast. These are the parameters add the value to the crops soil moisture. So based upon the type of irrigation he uses and the yield of his motor and the power supply available in his area, and what is the age of the crop, and also the weather forecast of that area, so that helps us to estimate the evapotranspiration of the plant in that area. That information can be calculated to provide how frequently the farmer has to irrigate. It can mean days or it can mean hours. And this is one use cases we have seen in Kolar area. So this is the farmer, and so this is the tank nearby his farm. And last year October is a heavy rainfall in Karnataka. And in this Saturday we have found that on October there is some leakage in the tank. And after that heavy rainfall, suddenly it got broken and all the water came out of it. And due to that, most of the farms got submerged. So we see this soil moisture is varying here. So this is different dates we are providing. And so this is the water available in that area. So this kind of information help the farmers whether to irrigate or not. And coming to crop health management. So farmers also, if 9 acres of land is there, farmers do not know which part is performing, which part is not performing. That means which part of the crop is healthy, which part of the crop is unhealthy. So this information they need at the fingerprints. They can see it from the top view, like a bird's eye point of view. They can see, they can identify. Here we are providing this kind of maps, which is called NDVI, Normalized Difference Wastage Index. This is estimated using optical satellite data, which is 10 meter resolution. Every pixel is showing 10 meter by 10 meter, and is available every 5 days. That means temporal resolution is 5 days. So every 5 days farmers can see which part is performing. Here this wherever the red color is there, this part of the farm has some issues. It can be due to the irrigation inefficiency, or it can be due to the pest and disease attacks, or it can be due to the nutrition deficiency. Once the farmer do the field scouting in this area, they can identify what is the real problem is there. And they can upload the pictures of these infested crop leaves to the application, and they can get the diagnosis. Here also this part of the farm has to be concentrated more because it has a problem. Whereas this part, it can be okay, they can manage it, but this has to be concentrated, because if you're not taking any action, if the pest disease attack is there, it will spread to the entire farm. And if you provide the time series information of this kind of NDVI maps, farmers can see, they can take action based on it. So on January 8th, we provided this NDVI data. So this part of the farm having some issues, it has to be done field scouting to identify the issues. but he could not do the field scouting. Again, on January 23rd, we can see this part is not performing that good, but remaining parts of the farm is performing good. But again, he did not understand why this is not performing good. Again, it got deteriorated. Again, this crop health got reduced, and little bit of improvement in this part. So these kind of analysis help the farmers to identify which part is performing, which part is not performing. And crops start growing from sowing to harvest stage. So NDVI should keep on increasing. Once it reaches this 0.7 to 0.8, it becomes saturated. No matter how much you irrigate, how much you apply fertilizer or pesticides, the crop health won't be improved, because that is the stage the crop health cannot be improved. And this is what we have estimated using the different crops. And this should be the ideal NDVI curve of each farm, of each crop. And this is one case study we did for the National Rice Research Institute of Cuttack, where we estimated crop health using NDVI data. And there was a bacterial blight in this part of the farm. And when we estimated, we went at a back date where we estimated for 2018, this data we estimated. And scientists confirmed that this part of the farm was having bacterial blight attack. So this kind of information will be helpful to farmers, which part is performing, which part is not performing. So they can increase the crop yield of the farm. And this is one information. So this is the entire farm is there. This kind of NDVI maps we provide. So this part of the farm having issues, and this is the issue they can see, they can visualize. And there can be minor issues also, which can be captured using satellite data. Because the naked eyes can see this kind of information after 2 weeks, but satellites can sense this information prior to 2 weeks. That means today I'm seeing any information, any crop health variability in my farm, satellite could have sensed 2 weeks before only. So they will alert us 2 weeks prior, so we can take actions to minimize these risks, and we can improve the crop productivity. And coming to the agri input and agri output and crop companies, they need this kind of information at different regional scales. Here they need information like crop classification. Using satellite data, we can estimate what are different crops are being grown at a village level, or taluk level, or a district level, or it can be due to the state level or country level. Here I'm showcasing, this is one part of area we have taken in Tanjavur area of Tamil Nadu. So this is around 5 km radius circle is there. In this, there are the different green color indicates this part of the farm paddy is grown more, and yellow color indicates groundnut crops, and this purple color indicates sugarcane crops. So we can see which part the cropping pattern is. We can see the cropping pattern from different areas, and what is the acreage. If you in that area, the paddy is grown 53,668 hectares, and groundnut is less, and again sugarcane compared to other areas, sugarcane is less. So these kind of insights will help the other companies to procure this kind of information. And this crop classification is done. And what is the stage of crop? Whether it's the vegetative stage or this reproductive stage, means grains are developing in the crops, or it can be maturity stage, means it's coming to the harvesting stage. So this kind of information can be estimated using satellite data. And this, what are the crops being grown in this area? What is the health of the crop? So here I'm plotting NDVI data. This part of the farm's area has unhealthy, and this part, whether green color you can see, this part is healthy. So if any agri input company or agri input company, they want to sell these products, so they can target where this area has a problem, the crop health is not that good, so that directly they can promote their products in that area. Whereas this area has good crop health, no need to do any marketing in that area. Whereas this part of the area has maturity stage. If any agri output company they want to procure the products produce of the farmers, they can directly go to that area, because this area crop is being in the harvesting stage. And for this entire area, what is the soil moisture? Which part is dry, which part is wet? We can identify using soil moisture data. Where I'm showing you the legend. Here this red color indicates this area has less soil moisture, whereas blue color indicates it has good soil moisture. No need to provide water in this area. Similarly, this kind of information will also help the water resource like dams or reservoirs, where they have left bank or right bank canals. The canal has so many sub branches, and in sub branch again the branches. So they release water to the farms. So to really, what are the water they are releasing in that area? Is it requirement is there in that area or not? Because sometimes what happens is the requirement is there in that area, but the water is not being reached in that area. But whereas the water scarcity is not there and water is content available is there, they are providing releasing water in that area. So this information help the people where the requirement is more. This is again estimated in October 2021. This part of the region has less soil moisture, whereas this part has good soil moisture. So no need to provide irrigation in that area, but heat has water has to be released in this area. And this is one interesting case study we did with the Karnataka government in 2019. In 2019, there was heavy rainfall in west part of Karnataka. So we can see this part has well saturated. All the taluks are well saturated. Soil moisture is good. But whereas this north part of northeast and southeast part of Karnataka has less soil moisture. So this kind of information we provide to Karnataka State Natural Disaster Monitoring Center on daily basis. So at taluk level, we are providing soil moisture. Which taluks or which districts has less soil moisture? So based upon that, they used to do cloud seeding. So daily morning, they used to send a flight with the cloud seeding. So they used to cloud seed the clouds. So this information helped the government of Karnataka to improve the soil moisture for entire Karnataka. Because usually this part of Karnataka has less rainfall and this also has less rainfall. So using the cloud cover, available, we see cloud seeded for artificial rainfall. And this satellite data also helps for crop acreage estimation. This information, we did it for one of the big client which produce parachute oil. So they wanted to see what is the coconut acreages in districts of Karnataka. So yes, using satellite data, because every object like crop emit different spectral signatures. So we collected different signatures. When you see from the top view, this arecanut, palm trees, and coconut look similar, but they have different crop signatures. So we collected different crop signature and we processed that and we calibrated and validated. So this Hassan and Tumkur has good number of coconut crops in entire Karnataka. Whereas in Sri Lanka also we estimated, we did not visit Sri Lanka, but we know that this district has a good number of coconut crop acreage. Again in district, this sub districts has good number of coconuts. Acreage is good. And we estimated it's the Badma district of West Bengal, where paddy is grown more. So this is the acreage. This part of east part of Bardhaman has a good number of paddy, but west has less paddy. So this kind of information help the agri output companies to procure which district they have to target and which taluks they have to target for procurement purpose. And crop yield estimation using satellite data and historical data. We estimate, we forecast what is the yield of the crop for this farm level, also at a taluk level, village level. Here I am showcasing groundnut crop yield for Dwarka district of Gujarat. This comes with the legend. Wherever the red color or the yellow color indicates this part of the district has less crop yield, whereas green color or dark green is there. That means good and average crop yield. Again, this is a cotton for crop yield estimation in the Dwarka district. We can see this a lot of dark green patches, whereas it has very good crop yield in this part, here in this part, but most of it is very good only, or otherwise average crop yield. This kind of analysis will be help the governments, agri output companies, and other agri businesses to understand what is the yield product estimation of this area in this season. So season wise we can estimate the crop yields. And if any flood or drought attack is there, because in 2019 there was a heavy flood in Mandsaur district of Madhya Pradesh, and the impact of flood on the soybean crop was heavy because the entire district's crop yield is either poor or very poor. So this information helps the farmers or government bodies to provide insurance to this flood hit or drought hit farmers and also regions. So this analysis will help the people. And coming to the crop insurance, when farmers take the insurance, but they are not showing any crop to the field level because due to some personal issues, or it can be due to the weather issues or soil moisture issues. So we identify, estimate the soil moisture for this entire Dwarka district. So this part of the area, the district has less soil moisture. That means the farmers could not sow because soil moisture is not available. It's not suitable to grow the crops. But whereas this part, or the green and little yellow, this part, farmers have sown the crops because soil moisture was good in that area. So this analysis will help the crop insurance companies to identify how much is the prevented sowing or planting risks in that area. And coming to agri lending, if any farmer goes to any banks for loan purposes, they do not have a credit score, because other people have like civil score or credit score they have, but farmers do not have the credit score. And also we cannot verify historically what crop is growing or what was the income he got and what is the estimated income of this season. So using satellite data, once the farm boundary is geotagged, and we provide satellite image of the land, because farmer companies who provide these loans do not know exactly for which land we are providing the loans. So we provide satellite image of the land, and also we provide what crop he is growing and what is the sowing date of that crop. We can estimate using satellite data, and whether it's irrigated, like irrigated or rainfed land, and is the actual, what is the actual area of the farm, and what is the cropping history, historical 5 years, what crop he is growing, what is the cropping intensity every season, is it going for kharif, rabi or summer, only kharif or rabi is growing. So this kind of analysis we can make using satellite data. Once this information is collected, we can also estimate risks for this farm. It can be drought risk, flood risk, or vegetation health index. So this information help to identify the credit score of the farm. And once the risk and data is collected, also we estimate a crop yield for historical 5 years. So what crop he was growing, what was the yield he got, how much income he got in last 5 years. And based upon that, we estimate this season's income, and also we can estimate harvest date. So this is a harvest date. Near the harvest date, the companies can reach out to the farmer who has taken the loans to ask him to repay the loan he has taken. So we are providing a repayment capacity also, and based upon that, this all information are taken to provide the credit score. So this is briefly what we can do for farmers, agri input companies, agri output companies, and crop insurance, and agri lending, or like fintech companies. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pramod, for a detailed presentation. I'll take up some questions now. 1 second.
Yes.
Mr. Pramod, in the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen so that we can see your full video?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So the first question is, what services does Satyukt Analytics Private Limited provide?
So, sorry, can you repeat it, madam, please?
What services does your company provide?
These all services, like presentation I shared, all the services are provided by Satyukt Analytics. Other than this, we also provide for farmers pest and disease forewarning. We provide based upon the weather forecast data, and also if any farmer is facing pest and disease attack in his farm, he can upload a picture of infested crop or leaf to our mobile application called Satform Agri app, where they can register freely for our application, and they can upload a picture. So within 2 hours, we provide diagnosis for that. It can be due to the nutrition deficiency. We tell that exactly what problem he is facing, and also we tell that is it a pest or disease attacks. So this information helps the farmers so they can see, okay, what exact real problems and how much amount they have to put, effort they have to put for the crops. Yeah, this is for farmers.
Okay. And next question is it easy to operate your apps by a small farmer?
Yes, ma'am. We have provided this information in all the vernacular languages of India, because we see that farmers are comfortable in their languages, and we are providing all the information like soil moisture stress, crop health stress, soil health stress, and pest disease forewarning, and also this pest disease diagnosis. This is all information are available in their vernacular languages and is easy to use. Once they have to only geotag the farm boundary by this application available in Play Store in the name of Satterfarm Farm. Once they download it, they have to provide their mobile number and the name. So these are mandatory. Once they log in using these details, they can add a farm boundaries and what crop they're growing and what is the sowing dates. This information we require. After that, we'll keep on updating them. What is the advisories we receive from Satellite Data also, and other agri experts. And we have in-house agri experts who are expertise in plants and horticulture and different other crops. Yes.
Okay. And next question is, who are your customers? Are they small farmers?
Yeah, we have small, medium, and large scale farmers are our customers. Along with them, research academic institutions, because we are working with Professor Jaishankar at Telangana State University. So we are partnered with them, and we are working with them for KBK and ARS. So through them also we are reaching out to more number of farmers. And we also agri input companies where they sell seeds, fertilizers, or pesticides or other chemicals. And agri output companies like Marico, Adani Wilmar, these people are our customers. Along with that, we also providing agri lending services to a few banks, few fintech companies, and we also working for Universal Sompo General Insurance Company, which for crop insurance.
Okay. And next question is, how do you sell this service to farmers? Do they pay a subscription fee?
Yeah, as I'm only for soil health nutrition, we are charging the farmers. But other than this, all the services are free of cost, and they're available through Start2Farm mobile application.
Okay. And next question is, do you provide any consultancy services to farmers?
Consultancy service only through a mobile application we provide, but we do not. We only sometimes we visit the farmers, but not always.
Okay.
Whatever services they want, they can contact us through our application. Our contact numbers are everything is provided to them in different languages, so they can reach out to us at any time.
Okay. And next question is, when you share this data with farmers, do you find them using the data?
Yes, we have a few use cases. In the Palam area in Telangana, we provided this weather forecast data. Last season, we were working with them for groundnut crops, and we provided this weather forecasts based upon pest disease for one. And most of the people, they found it interesting because they have seen these symptoms on the crops, and they have taken initial actions to prevent this kind of damages to the crops. And few people, farmers have taken our soil health and nutrition. Many people have purchased from our, because the physical testing costing is too much. I mean, here we are charging 25 rupees per acre, so it's available within an hour to them. So these people, many people are happy, and they're taking our services.
Okay. And next question is, sometimes there might be a lot of cloud cover. During these times, will your data be accurate?
Yes, because when cloud cover is not there, we are using optical satellite data. When cloud cover is there, we rely on microwave satellite data, which is 20-meter resolution is there. We have done cross validation for both the products, and validation is good. Accuracy is good.
Okay. And next question is, how useful or accurate will your satellite data be for soil moisture measurement?
Soil moisture measurement around 90% accuracy we have received, and this validation not only in most part of India we have validated. We are working around 9 states in India now. Apart from that, we have validated in Australia, UK, USA, and Spain and New Zealand. So the different countries we have validated to see that how accuracy we are getting in different areas. So everywhere it is 85 to 90% accuracy is there.
Okay. And next question is,
just a minute. I would like to add one more point for this soil moisture. And apart from that, our founder, he has developed this algorithms. Is Dr. Satkumar Toma. He has done PhD from IISc Bangalore, the Indian Institute of Science, and he's worked with Professor Mudhu Shekhar. He's also part of IIS. He teaches there. And we have some test sites in Gundlupet in Chamarajnagar in Karnataka. We frequently visit these test sites where we installed ground sensors at a field level, and also we estimate soil moisture using these sensors and also satellite data. And we compare these results. So we keep on updating our algorithms. Accuracy, that's what we reached around 90% accuracy we have reached.
Okay. And next question is,
yes.
Spectrally, is it easy to differentiate between major and minor crops?
Yes, we can differentiate around 15 crops as of now, because we are collecting field samples. We can differentiate because field data should be there. So around 15 crops we have collected this data, and we can differentiate whether it's a vegetable crop, or it is a pulses, or it is a jowar or maize or sugarcane or paddy or wheat, barley. So this kind of analysis we can make it. Yes.
Okay. And next question is the public sector agency like ISRO offering the same service?
No, the ISRO is not offering the services. Only they're launching satellite data, and the satellite data has to be downloaded from companies like us. We will be processing, and we will be applying to different applications.
Okay. And next question is from one of our participants, Mr. Mohan. His question is, Can you give idea about the cost of your service?
Yes, we are for farmers. We are planning to charge 25 rupees per acre per month.
Okay. Per acre per month. Okay.
Yes, yes. Otherwise, 600 rupees per hectare per year. They can take a subscription based prices.
Okay. Okay. So like this in this cost, like what are the services you provide?
We provide from initially for farmers. They need soil health nutrition before sowing. They need what is the nutrition available at a soil. So we provide soil health. And once the crop start growing, we provide weather forecast. Like every 14-15 days, we provide. So every day we'll be updating what is the weather forecast for next 15 days. And we also provide a crop and location specific crop calendars. For every crop, we have built organic and inorganic crop calendars, like what he has to do the farm operation from the sowing date. And also we provide soil moistures, which part is dry, which part is wet. And we provide irrigation scheduling advisories, how much they have to irrigate and how frequently they have to irrigate. And we provide pest and disease forewarning based upon the weather forecast and the age of the crop. So in this age, this is the possible attack of pest and disease. And once attack is there, he can upload a picture of infested crop, a leaf or a crop to our mobile application. We can provide a diagnosis. And also we provide for entire farm scale, what is the crop health variability, which part is healthy, which part is unhealthy. This information we provide.
Okay. And next question is, what are some future services you plan to roll out?
Yeah, one services we are planning to roll out is actually we are providing this satellite maps. We are telling which part is dry, which part is wet, which part is healthy, which part is unhealthy. But we are planning to add one more option in that. So we are taking farmers to that exact location. So we'll be geolocation will be enabling in our application. Once we'll be showing the map of his farm. Once they start moving, so he can see we can exactly go to the location. So this one services we are planning to add, and also we are trying to add community pricing things we are planning to add in the future, because many people, farmers are looking for this kind of information. And yeah, these are the two things we are planning to add.
Okay. Next question is from again Mr. Mohan. He says, I am a farmer with 50 acres of land in Tamil Nadu. How to use your service?
The application like Sat2Farm mobile application is already available in the Play Store. He can download it from Play Store. And once he is downloaded, he can freely use all the services what exactly we are providing as of now. Only soil health report if he wants, we physically will provide. But 1 or 2 weeks, that will be inbuilt in our mobile application.
Okay. And next question is, who are some of your largest customers?
Adani is there. Adani is our largest customer, where we providing for different other services, and Bosch is there, where we provide this satellite like soil moisture and crop health for not only India but across the globe we have provided. And Guyana Rice Development Board is a Latin American countries development board, where we are partnering with them to provide crop health analysis like through Sat2Farm for paddy farmers in Guyana. And also Kenya, we are working for few farmers, and Marico is there, which produces parachute oil. So that is our client. And yeah, these are the few, and also we got some grants from Niti Aayog to provide this kind of information. And Cisco CSR is there, and PJTSU like Telangana University is there, Agri University, and IISc Bangalore is there. IIT Kharagpur, we have provided this information, and IIM Bangalore, we are doing project for this sowing and harvest data estimation for different other applications in using satellite data.
Okay. And next question is, do you have many competitors in your business?
We have a few competitors, but for exactly a solution what we are providing, so there are some overlapping of services, but not exactly what we are providing. There is no competitor for exactly what we are providing. A few companies like they provide satellite data. A few companies provide what we provide for weather forecast and other pest disease forewarning, diagnosis. But no one is providing both the services. Only we are the one in the market who are providing both the services through one application.
Okay. And next question is, please tell us about your about the founders of Satyukt Analytics Private Limited, and what made them start this technology service.
Okay. So one is founder is Dr. Satkumar Tomar. He has done PhD from IISc Bangalore, and he has around 15 years of experience. And during he's come from a agriculture background in Bijnor area of Uttar Pradesh, and he has seen a lot of problems that farmers are facing because that area is Ganga belt area, so they have a lot of water, but keep on irrigating farms, and they have a lot of issues like pest disease, pest disease. Anyway, at a grassroots level, they do not have this consultancy services for farmers. So they based upon the experience and other suggestions, they keep on doing the farm practices, but they do not have exact information what really crops or soil requires. So he during his PhD, he started working on soil moisture estimation. So this is one parameter. No one is providing in entire India the soil moisture. Only he has built this algorithm to provide this information. So after that, building after his PhD, he thought, why cannot we use the same application for to help the different people, the farmers there, because there are so many people who need this information. So that motivated him to start this venture, and it is supported by his wife, Dr. Yukti Gill. He also done PhD from Banaras Hindu University in organizational behavior. So she's helping him to build a team, and he has built a team to provide this information to scale the solution for different parts of India and also abroad.
Okay.
Personally, I also feel that I also belong to a farming background. I belong from Belgaum district of Karnataka, where I have seen I have two farms. One is nearby Krishna Basin, which is frequently affected by flood, and up to around 4 kilometers, I have one more farm, which is a droughted area in summer areas. So there is a scarcity of water in the summer area in that part with 4 kilometers. But always there is a lot of water available in this area, but it is flood is there. So I do not know risks, which type of crop has to be planted or sown in that season, because some plants will be sustainable during the flood also. Some plants will be sustainable in this drought also. So to identify, so that also motivated him in that time, because there are general problems. And also one problem what we have seen in this venture is that there are so many farmers who are keep on applying water, fertilizer or irrigation or pesticides, no matter how which crop really require or not. So that sustainability is not there. We are also trying to build that kind of sustainability through extensive farming practices to the farmers. So we tell, okay, this is the really problem is that only this much area he has to focus, and he can minimize his farm operation cost also. He can minimize his labor cost. He can minimize his agri input cost, and he can improve the yield of the crops. So these are the major problems
Okay.
behind all the solutions.
Okay. So can you let us know a little more about your education background?
My education background.
Yeah.
I have done civil engineering in 2013 from Vishwashraya Technological University of Karnataka. And after that, I have done MTech in remote sensing and GIS from NIT Warangal. So we are completed in 2016. And after that, I worked in ISRO for a year for a project student, as a project student. And I worked in DRDO. In DRDO, there is an institute called Snow and Avalanche Study Establishment, which works on Himalayan glaciers. There will be a lot of avalanches, and many soldiers are being, other people who are dying due to avalanches. So we used to estimate these kind of risks for patrolling people, army defense personnel in that area. So after that, I moved to Satyuk. So here I'm working for agriculture. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So good to know you are from DRDO and ISRO. You have the experience already.
Yes.
And what do you like most about your job?
Madam, my passion is agriculture, because since my childhood I have been doing farming with my father. So agriculture is my passion, and I like farming. So that is what helping me to build a solutions. So here we are selling the solution to different application in agriculture. No matter it's a farmer or agri businesses, each needs this kind of solutions at different operation of his business. So we are trying to provide a solution because everyone needs customer solutions. Everyone's requirement is different because they belong to different geographical locations. The literacy rate is different in that area. Requirements are different, and solutions requirement are different. So we have to customize by knowing the real requirements of this kind of farmers, or it can be agri businesses. So that's what I'm doing in this sector.
Okay. So next question is, as a business development manager for a farm analytics company, what are the main challenges you face?
One main challenge early we faced is actually early we providing soil moisture and only NDY data like crop health variability to the farmers, but requirement of the farmers is different. So in 2021, we received a pilot from Telangana Agri University, where I did some field visits to visit the Palam, Adilabad and Mehboob Nagar and other areas of Telangana, where I understood farmers' requirement is different. They need some pest disease attacks because the cropping patterns, they keep on planting the same crops in the same season, so that nutrition is not there in the soil. So it's being depleted. Soil is being degraded. So they need information. What has to do for this to improve the soil health, other variables, and they do not have the information like pest disease attack is there. So what I have to apply. So this kind of information helped us to inculcate this or those services in our application. And also nowadays there are a lot of rainfall during the harvesting season also, and farmers are not getting this windows to when they can harvest their crops in that season, because last year there was October also it was raining, November also it was raining in Karnataka, few parts of Karnataka. That time like soybean, other barley crop, other crops are harvesting season for them, and we could not harvest because we did not see today is going to rain or not, because cloud cover will be there and forecast shows that cloud cover will be there, but really accurate data is not there. So that kind of information helped, and these are the real-time problems we have faced. Even I have faced. I have one example. Last time in October, we wanted to harvest soybean crop, which is harvesting stage, but it was keep on raining, so I could not find a window. Only hardly I got 3 days window. See here I can harvest. So that window we utilized and we harvested in the 3 days. So these kind of problems as being faced by so many farmers, not only us. So this we are helping for everyone.
Okay. So, okay, I don't see any further questions posted by our participants. Let me check. There are few participants in Zoom. I'll just check if they have any questions. Mr. Satish, you would like to ask any question? Or Devashri?
And I would like to share my other experience.
Yes, please go ahead.
But we are working for farmers. So we are working in Meghalaya, where we collaborated with the Smart Village Movement, where they are bringing different solutions for agriculture. Like we are providing technology to help the farmers, like digital technologies to help the farmers, and also the different other stakeholders are there to help the farmers. So here understand. So requirement also field farmer level is there. They are also happy to engage, learn these kind of technologies that we have understood in Meghalaya. And apart from that, we are also working with Google and Hindustan Unilever Limited in West Bengal, where we have provided this kind of services to potato and mustard farmers. And in Uttar Pradesh also we work, in Bijnor area and east part of Uttar Pradesh we have worked earlier. So the farmers are really interested in this kind of solutions are their need. And soil health nutrition, because at a grassroots level, they do not have this information. So we are providing soil health reports within 5 seconds. So this is the nitrogen, phosphorus, and so they are very happy with this kind of solutions. And around this accuracy is also very good. And in Karnataka we are working, and in Maharashtra we are working, Gujarat, Rajasthan we are working for different stakeholders, and AP, Tamil Nadu. So many people are coming forward to adopt these kind of technologies that we have seen, and we are trying, because we are also trying to solve the challenges, because each stage, each crop and different area, they have different problems. So we are trying to build overall solution for everyone, so that everyone can adopt and they can evolve with the solutions.
Okay. So, okay, Mr. Pramod, I don't see any further questions from our participants. So now we have come to end of question round. Agricultureinformation.com likes to thank Mr. Pramod Khombare for a very detailed presentation and answering all the questions in depth. And we also like to thank all the participants for joining this meeting. The meeting will now be closed.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to share my presentation.
You're most welcome. Thank you.